planned staying all day today, but then now that they moved the game, I guess for television purposes, to 3:30 today, so I just brought all my tight gear with me.
You don't have an excuse of working anymore, so you can come over. You've got from 8 a.m. until about 8 p.m. Find a time.
We're going to shoot the movie?
Right on the end. I got some halls right there. Right there, yeah. Cruise.
You got the money. Don't say you don't. You got the money.
Got enough, yeah. Hey, Pedro, do you want this?
Yeah, that's for fins.
It don't sing no more.
Yeah, it's fins. We've had it. Little boy gave us that about 30 years ago. First day that I came here, been married to my husband 48 years, so I stayed home with the kids. Then I worked, and he finally needed help. 48 years. 48 for... I don't know why I said 48. I have been saying, I'm sorry, my mind. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. It is. It's 43 years. I don't know what. He's been here 48 years. We've been married 43. I come to help him. After I quit my job, he said, come and help. It started out just slowly. I was going to help out. Next thing I know, I'm working. We're running the deli. We've got it up and going. It was really some very, very good years with Bruce across the street. And all I can say is it's a new era. Time for new people to take over. We're old, we're tired, and I'm very excited for 2019, new beginning. And just come and look at life. Now that was the lowest. I remember us driving out from home and it was so sad. He was scheduled to go to a Talladega race and his dad said, just go. And it was sad. And it was like, that's okay, we'll rebuild. They rebuilt. And that was kind of like, at first it was like, I thought this is going to be the end. And they rebuilt and wound up being some of the greatest years of our life, actually. I can tell you how it's going to go. It's going to go, you want to go for a ride? I'll go to the Do you?
7:37.
How's your day so far?
It's been exciting. My last day today.
Why? I'm gonna miss you. No.
I gotta call it quits. Tell your mom, Dad. I think I told you, Dad.
I don't think I've stopped really thinking the feelings until kind of now. It's like kind of pushing it off, but it's going to be sad because I'm going to miss a lot of the people. Yvonne, Du Bois, best employee anybody could ever have, loyal to a fault. Always depend on her for everything. Her niece who worked here, Bethany Du Bois, awesome. There's just been so many Terry Mees. There's been so many great people, and we love them. And I know it's going to be new beginnings for them too. Roger, you need to get in front of him. He's been the man behind it. Yeah. Come over here. He's the one that's done really everything.
I guess I was. When I turned 16, I had some money saved up, so I got a car, and my dad helped me get the car, and so then I needed money to pay for the insurance, so hey Dad, need some part-time help? And so that's when I started my 48-year tour right there. Yeah, 66 Chevelle, 396.
And tell them about your Corvette that he saved and saved for.
Yeah, I bought me a brand new Corvette.
And tell them what was engraved in the front of it.
No, I'd rather not.
Acapulco Gold Leaf. We went to the Country Music Museum and we were sitting there watching the documentary on country music from Hee Haw, and we literally cried because we realized when we got up to leave, we'd gone through that, all those generations, all of them. That made us realize this is the smartest thing we could ever do. Absolutely, time to retire, because that's a lot of living. That's a lot of living in a lot of decades of just really good times. Now, all day, the other day,
This door wasn't here. It was blocked off this way. Used to have to come in over around this way. That's bad memories right there, because when they come in here to rob us, and I snuck around that way, and my daughter was in the back. And we got her out of the store, but my wife stood right there, and they throwed down on her, and like I said, I snuck around that way and got out the back door.
Yeah, they had that.
So we changed it after that.
That scope on my daughter's head in the back. So
I read it.
Roger got her out. The guy was right on me with the gun, so I turned around. And in a way, it was kind of good because he got Natalie out of the back, and
she was back there doing her homework.
And so that took their interest off of her. Yeah, he's been robbed about 8 times. Yeah.
12.
No, 12. Sorry.
Or 14.
It's been a lot. It's been a lot. Everybody did come in and said, well, I guess that's it. You're not coming here to help anymore. No, I got my gun license. I'm very proud of it. It's like you don't give up. You have to keep going.
Back then, everybody used bottled beer, and you would stack the bottled beer right here behind this door, all the empties. And a lot of times, me being a little kid is short, you could get them 5 high, but 4 high was probably where I should have stopped, because when you throw it up on that 5th high, there was always a little beer come out of that box, and it would splash you. And then you smelled like crap. And electrical boxes, they've always been there, except for the time that Yellow Freight hit that telephone pole and pulled all this out of the wall, which we were down for about 4 days then. The beer cave, which is over here now, was through that back door, and you'd have to take a buggy and go back here. I'll show you. You would take your buggy and bring it back here, and all your beer and all your cold items were lined up around inside of here. And it wasn't always this nice. When I first started helping my dad, it was more of a butcher room than anything else, because usually the beer you just iced it down outside, but there was a bar that run from one side to the other, and as being a little kid, you'd have to reach up there and hug that leg of beef and hook it on one of them daggum hooks. The hooks were like this big, and you would have to try to hook that soft spot from the beef's leg to the breast area, and just grabbing it and lynching him up on there. And then after he fell a couple times on you, then you made sure the next time you got it up there, because that would stink on you too. Well, we used to cut a ton of country hams. Actually, we would, through the holidays, we would hang country hams above the deli box, and people would come by and they'd say, I'll take that one. And You know, you would take it back here and cut it and then box it up and then they pay you. And I think country hams were about 39 cents a pound or whatever. They weren't that much compared to nowadays. Back then they were probably expensive.
Get to do things together.
Here's one of my favorite employees right here. Definitely.
There you are. Look at you.
So good to see you. My last day, that's the way, you know, it was like, it's bittersweet. You're sad to see it go, but, you know, you're ready for better things. He's ready for fishing, and you can read.
Well, you know, and this is sad because she would hear me say, I hate this place. I'm tired of this place. You know, and then I realized, I thought, why do I feel this way? And I knew then I was just so tired. I was so burnt out.
But then when the end comes, you realize you're going to miss it, and you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Truly meant it.
Yeah, then I realized, you know, because everybody said, well, it was your living. Yeah, and it's been a good living and stuff for us. And,
But you know, they don't. It's not only a living; it's a life too.
Yeah.
It's a life.
Yeah. Because he does. He likes to go, and I thought, Roger, I said, I'm afraid you're going to scare him. But then you said your sister, she liked going fast. So.
Yeah, she enjoyed it. There's so many memories here.
Yeah, and I think that was the hard thing is, you know, worried about Roger. But when I see him smiling and everything, you know, like we got a call like last week from Miss Levon, the beer cooler was kind of running down or something. You know, he needed to put some freon in. And I thought, and he said, this will be my last call that I have to go in and fix something or have it fixed. And I thought, and then when I looked at his smile, I thought, okay, because you know I worried about that too. You know, is he ready? About 6 months ago, he came to me at home, and he come home one night, and you know, just same old, we sit and watch 10 o'clock news, okay, time for bed, and he said, I'm done. And you know, this is the sad thing is I was sitting there paying attention to the weatherman, because I'm obsessed with weather, and I said, done with what? And he said, I'm done with the store. Yeah, and then you know, I kind of thought, well, you know, are you sure? And I do worry about how he'll be at home. Yeah. I do.
He's always got to be doing something.
Well, especially when the customers would come in and say, you know, like, you're done. What is he gonna do? And I'm like, and then I go home and think about it, like, what do they mean? Is it, you know? Then I started thinking, they would act like we were actually passing away. You know, like it's the end of your life, and I don't understand that. Well, you know what I've heard him telling people this last few days. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna have a knife store. And I thought, there you go. He loves knives. There you go. That would be perfect. He loves knives. Oh my gosh, his whole office is full of knives.
Tell him to let me know, and I'll come slice the meat with him.
That's right. Finger in the air. All right, that's Mr. LD right there, and here's Ann. She would come in every day also. She'll be in here later today. And then I think I've got another one. You probably can't see that too. It's Mr. LD. He came in earlier, and that's the closest I could, yeah. There we go. They didn't get that close, but they're just adorable though. They're good friends. They read their paper, and let's see. There's Mr. LD. That's a good one. There. That's the perfect one because he does his crossword puzzles. He reads the paper. All his friends come in and say hello, take pictures with him, and then that's just some I took of the deli. That's it. You know, that's another thing about being you just get honest. You just kind of go, good boy.
You might see Steven out there at the flea market. I think that was
Go Steelers, go Steelers.
I know.
This thing was 1993, sir. See this thing right here?
I know because I told him, I said,
2000.
So today we take down all the
2000.
He said, no, I'll be back to clean things out. I know after Christmas because I was ready to just,
This thing here?
you know, get everything. Yeah, like the magnets.
2002.
I've been tossing those and
So what does he give you to use?
I think it's. I said,
excited for Roger. I hope he gets to kick back. He's worked his butt off at that store. Live life, buddy. I mean, they go on and on and on, Roger. You gotta check it out. Won't be the same now. Glad to see Roger will finally be able to relax and enjoy life. Patty and LeVon too. Yeah, so many best wishes.
No, you're
That's what I'm saying, man. I just want to say thank you.
So it's good comments.
Oh, so good. The money you owe me.
You was down there for a long time and you
Oh
left.
my gosh. Yeah.
Get back.
Yes.
I know.
Miss Manny, a family Christmas. Thanks. I think we were just stuck back in this generation where we didn't know how to grow anymore, or just too tired to actually grow. And we knew, like, when they built these great apartments across the street, whoever bought this place, it's a gold mine, and we knew that. And then the good part, actually, you asked me earlier what is like the happiest part. It's the fact that you young people are so smart. That helped us out more than you could ever imagine, because otherwise this property would have been worth probably nil to none. Seeing people walk their dogs and the happiness and, you know, bringing in the produce and the organic foods and all that, and being so smart, that helped us along with starting our new life, because otherwise it would have probably been all those years, you know, to maybe not even have a good retirement nest egg or whatever. And this is a good start for us. Happy that we got to do this, and very happy that now everybody's going to start a home. It's a new beginning, and I feel that with all my heart. And go Titans. That's where we're going now. So this is going to be so much fun. Instead of working 12 hours a day before every Sunday game, we can rest, go to the game, and actually go without falling asleep. So I'm excited about that. Thank y'all so much for all your kindness and love, and gosh, Godspeed.
You know, I love selling knives, and I love selling the case knives because they are made in the USA. And I just think people appreciate them because of that reason.
Where do you think you'll be 5 years from now?
Well, that's a hard question. hard question. Hope I'm still kicking.
Thank you, Roger.
Thank you.